So welcome back. We're just going to have a quick look through that checkpoint check script that I talked about in the previous video. So we've got the basic parts of every script at the top here, but we've added on one called using unityengine.ui. So you need to include the libraries that you're going to use to do with the user interface, which is getting that to say checkpoint 1 passed on the screen. And I've put in some variables here. They're all public. Now that means they're going to be able to be accessed from outside of this script. So with the checkpoint 1, 2, and 3 and finish, they need to be accessed by a different script. So that's why they've got this public static in there, because we need to use them in another script we're going to use later. And they're all going to start at false, because that's saying we have not passed the checkpoint. First one here, the public text checkpoint passed. This text part is the type of variable it is, and it's what makes it come up here. Okay, that's what the public text one is. It makes it show up on there. The static ball, it's not going to show up on Unity. If I got rid of static, it would show up in Unity here. But because it's static, we don't want it to come up here. We want to use it elsewhere. Now, void update happens every single tick of the processor. We're first going to check if this finish, if we cross the finish line, if it's true. And if it's true, we're going to come up with the words finished. Now, actually in our game, we never see this because we're going to set it to reset our car back to the start. But that's not necessarily a problem right now. Actually, you will see this until you get the next script in. Then we're going backwards. So we're starting with the final one, then working backwards, because if you've not completed the final one, then you might have some of these to go. If you complete the final one, there's no point checking if you passed any of these. So if checkpoint 3 you've gone through, say that. If checkpoint 2's gone through, say that. If checkpoint 1's gone through, say that. And anything else, just say no checkpoints passed yet, because they'll all be false. All of these tick points will be false. This last section, void on trigger enter. Now, if we're colliding with something else, okay, some other trigger, and this is the trigger thing that we were ticking on the box collider, and it's saying the thing you're colliding with, give me a name, it's a little variable in here called other, and we're going to check what tags. So you remember we changed the tag to checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, finish, things like that? So, switching between those, if the thing we collide with is checkpoint 1, it's going to set checkpoint 1 ball to true. If you get checkpoint 2, if checkpoint 1 is already true, so we need to check we've gone through this one already, it says checkpoint 2 true. Same with checkpoint 3, if checkpoint 2 is already true, then set it to true. Finally, if we hit the finish line, we've gone through, that should be 3. If we've gone through checkpoint 3, the finish can be true. And what happens is, finally, if we've gone through the finish point, we want it to start back at the start again. We're going to set it to a new set of coordinates. So we're going to change the position, transform the position to a new vector 3, which is x, y, z. And in my game, it was 50, 0, 4, 8, 4. Yours, it could be completely different. Look at where you put your car down. The x, y, z coordinates up at the top. That's where you need to put in. So actually, in my game here, I'll change to 200, 0, and 38. So let's do 200, 0, and 38. And that is what that script does. So hopefully that's all explained, and you can enjoy playing around with this and seeing what you can do. If you need to do more checkpoints or less, you know how it works.